Welcome to another useful video. Could this be the quietest robo-vacuum? Stay tuned to find out. To begin this review, we're going to cover the unboxing of this Cordey vacuum. And it comes in this really attractive white box. It's not too heavy and it has a lot of information on the box. So this is either the R500 or the R550, and it's supposed to be ultra thin, ultra quiet, and do a good job of working on hard floors as well as medium pile carpets. And the unit itself comes very well packaged. You can get this item from Amazon.com, and it's part of their Prime program, so if you have Amazon Prime, you can receive this package in around 2 days to your home. There'll be a link in the description on how to buy it from Amazon.com. On the back side of the box, you'll have a lot of pertinent information that relates to this vacuum. You'll have some of the main selling points of the vacuum, along with Cordey's website and their 1-800 number that you can use to contact them. Generally speaking, the box is very nice, and I found the packaging to be appropriate for the product and very well done. Once you open the package, you'll find a quick start guide with 5 steps. These 5 steps are very easy to accomplish, and generally speaking, you can have the vacuum up and running within 5 minutes. Essentially, the 5 steps include removing the item from the packaging, plugging the charging dock into an outlet, making sure that the charging dock is positioned correctly, placing the robo vacuum on the charging dock, and then finally turning it on and hitting the clean button so that it starts to work for you. Again, these steps are all very simple, easy to follow, and this item can get set up really quickly. Once you remove the quick start guide, you'll see that the package comes with the owner's manual, and right underneath the owner's manual for the R550 is the actual vacuum itself. Around the perimeter of the box, you'll find the AC adapter for the charging dock, the remote for the vacuum, a foam slipcover that's on top of the vacuum and once removed exposes the vacuum. Once you remove the vacuum, underneath that you'll find 4 brushes and a little tool to be able to clean the vacuum, an extra filter for the vacuum, and the charging dock itself. This isn't that heavy either and easy to remove. Additionally, you'll want to remove these white foam bumper strips that are inserted into the side of the vacuum. Once out of the packaging, you'll notice that this vacuum has a very sleek design. I would say that the design falls into a contemporary or modern look that incorporates a blue and black design with pinstripes. The outside perimeter is also a matte gray color that finishes off the look very nicely. On the underside, you'll notice that there's another Contact Us sticker, a model-specific information sticker, and a lot of the sensors and other components that the vacuum uses to work properly. Overall, it looks very nicely screwed together, and it generally feels like it's very high quality. Overall, the unit makes a very good first impression, and something that you'll be excited to start using. And on a side note, something that I've noticed about this vacuum is that it really goes out of its way to help the user understand what it's doing and what it's saying. It has a lot of informational stickers, not only on the unit itself, but on the box and packaging. Additionally, they also have a very nice 1-800 number that you can use to contact them in case you need any technical assistance. The unit comes with 4 brushes, but you'll only be using 2 at a time. They'll snap into the receptacles on the bottom of the vacuum, and they feel like they're very snug and tight in there, and they're not going to come loose. When you're looking at the main brush on the bottom of the vacuum, it's got a silicone sweeper and fabric bristles, which in my opinion will do a very good job to lift out dirt and suck it into the vacuum. I also appreciate that it has 2 bristles on each corner of the front of the vacuum to really get any dirt or debris that's stuck into certain crevices into the vacuum. All of these components are also easy to remove and access in case you need to service them or clean them in the future, which is also an added bonus. Essentially, this vacuum has a very similar setup on the bottom to a lot of other vacuums out on the market, so we'll have to test it to see not only how it sounds, but how it cleans. The nice thing is that everything is easily accessible and removable, so if you did need to service it or if you wanted to replace the brushes or the main brush in the future, it's a very simple process. Now that we've unboxed the item, we can take a closer look at some of its specifications. It's got 1400 pascals of pressure, a 500 milliliter dustbin capacity, and a 45 to 65 decibel noise level. The vacuum has a slim body design at 2.7 inches, and it has a dual anti-collision system. Now, let's take a look at the dustbin. It has a 500 milliliter capacity, and the dustbin itself is a pretty nice design. It has a little roller wheel on the back that rolls along with the vacuum. It also has a gray button in the middle of the dustbin that you depress to open it and clean it out with. Once installed, it creates a very nice seal so that no debris or dust falls out of the unit when it's working. To turn on the vacuum, you'll hold the button until the light turns on. The Cordey also comes with a remote, and the remote is important because it's what you're going to use to schedule a cleaning time for the vacuum, to adjust the level of suction, and also access the other cleaning modes easily and quickly. You'll notice that there's an arrow keypad on the remote that you can use to get the Cordey unstuck if it gets stuck in a certain area. Now the remote will have 3 different options on it. There's an option to do a perimeter clean, a zigzag clean, or a deep circular clean. And it requires 2 AAA batteries that were included in my package. The remote works well, but I do recommend reading the owner's manual to figure out how all of the different aspects and options of the vacuum work correctly via the remote control. The Cordey's dock is easy to set up, and all you have to do is plug it into the wall via the included adapter. It does have an integrated remote control holder, so if you want a nice place to hold the remote control, it's perfect to use the dock. I've taken some video of the Cordey in action so that you can see not only how it cleans, but also how loud it is. Here's a look at the different cleaning modes available. Here's a look at the Cordey charging on its charging dock. You can see that the LED illuminates around the power button. And here's an additional look at the dustbin and its functionality. If you remove the flap on the top, it'll expose a particulate filter along with a secondary foam filter that's designed to trap all the dirt and debris. And here's a look at the gray button on the side of the clamshell dustbin. You depress that button to open up the clamshell, and then you can get rid of all the dirt and debris that the vacuum has trapped. And finally, here's a look at the underside of the dustbin. After all this testing, you might be wondering what my verdict on this Cordey vacuum cleaner is. Well, I can tell you that it definitely has some pros and cons. Some of the cons include no mapping or smart features. It lacks the navigation or laser guidance of some higher end models, and it also lacks the suction of some higher end models. Some of the benefits include a very long battery life, generally good navigation, the unit does make it back to the dock reliably, an adequate dustbin that holds a lot of dirt and debris, a very low amount of noise gets emitted from this vacuum when it's on the normal suction power, and the ability to clean hardwood floors, low pile, and medium pile carpets. Overall, for the price and the usability of this item, I think it's a really great unit. It works really well for the price, and if you're looking for a quiet robo vacuum, this is the quietest one that I've ever used. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that like and subscribe button and have a wonderful day.